What are Python Boolean values, true and false? Imagine making decisions in your code as easily as flipping a switch. That's what Boolean values are all about in Python. They are the simplest way to tell your program whether something is right or wrong, yes or no. These values are the backbone of control flow and logic in Python programming. Python has built-in constants for these values, true and false. Remember, they must start with an uppercase letter. Writing true or false in lowercase will cause errors because Python treats them as variable names, not Boolean constants. When you assign a Boolean value to a variable, do it without quotes. For example, you can write isactive equals true or iscomplete equals false. These are not strings, they are actual Boolean values. Most Boolean values come from comparing to things. When you compare numbers or strings using operators like equal to, not equal to, less than, or greater than, Python evaluates the expression and returns either true or false. For example, 5 is greater than 3 evaluates to true, while 2 equals 5 evaluates to false. You can also turn any value into a Boolean explicitly using the bool function. If you pass a value to bool, it returns true if the value is considered true in Python, and false if it is considered false. Understanding what values are considered true or false is key. Values like 0 in any form, empty strings, empty lists, empty dictionaries, or the special constant none are all considered false. On the other hand, any number other than 0, non-empty strings, or non-empty sequences are considered true. For example, bool 0 is false, but bool 1 is true. An empty list like is false, but a list with items like 1, 2, 3 is true. Boolean values are especially important when you use them with logical operators. The AND operator returns true only if both sides are true. For example, true and false results in false. The OR operator returns true if either side is true. For example, true or false results in true. The NOT operator inverts the value. So not true becomes false, and not false becomes true. In control flow, Boolean values decide which parts of your code run. When you write an if statement, Python checks if the condition is true. If it is, the code inside runs. If not, it skips or runs an else block. For example, if age is greater than or equal to 18, the program can print you are an adult. Otherwise, it can say you are not an adult. Mastering Boolean values helps you make your program smarter. You can compare data, combine conditions, and control what happens next. Whether you are checking if a number is positive, if a string is empty, or if multiple conditions are true, Boolean values are your go-to tools. They make your code logical, clear, and easy to follow.